Hello my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from anywhere you are really seeing this video from. Right now, I'm just going to be taking this step by step. Today is Monday, breaking news, Monday, the first day of the week, and at the same time this is June at the time I'm making this video. So right now, I'm going to do some technical analysis on my chart. Then I'll get to share everything with you guys step by step, and probably I might take trade from the setup. And when I do everything today, I will update everyone with the video. The video that I'm creating today with the edition and everything might come out by tomorrow. If possible, we see trade or not, I will just personally take you guys step by step. But the strategy we are going to be using today, we are not going to be combining anything or trying to distract one or two things. We will be using what we call psychological level and the trend line confirmation. All we need to confirm a strategy, a setup, to take a trade on this one is just our psychological level. We tried up O number, trend line connected at least with 2 points of connection. Then the third one and the fourth one is our trade. But once we get 3 touch, the fourth one should be our trade. That's how we trade technical with a trend line support or resistance. So now what will the psychological level serve as? The psychological level will serve as our support and resistance and our zone. It will also serve as a level and a point of interest. So we will be marking it out. If we are marking from the currencies, we will be marking 50 pip per move from one psychological level to the next psychological level. Or will be a random number, whole number, round up whole numbers, just like 100, 200, 300, 400. But we will be calculating it with 50 pip each. Then the next one is going to be our trend line, connecting at least 2 lows or 2 highs. We'll be connecting it from there. Then the point where psychological level and trend line cross each other together with confirmation of trend, what is it called, candlestick pattern, which is W or M pattern, or a bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing bar. We'll be doing just that right away. Follow me, let's do this thing right now. So what we will do now is that we are going to start this analysis with a clean chart. So one thing I will do right now is to clear this chart, make sure I delete everything. Nothing should be shown here. So there's something wrong here. Okay, so now I've deleted everything. Let's do this proper analysis from our chart. Let me put up this mic here so to be more easier. Try to do something like this. Maybe network. This should be my tripod right now, so you might work. Sure. Let's go on, man. So now, what do we see now? First thing we do, we go to our 4 hours time frame. I will off this indicator. Yes, let me off it. Good. So on our 4 hours time frame, the first thing we will look out for is where the market is really doing the best thing. Now, using our horizontal array, we can see this point, this first point. Sorry, the thing is okay. Connecting with these two. The only thing I will do is that in my 4 hours time frame, I will do my best to just take at least 2 points or 3 points connecting, just like what you are seeing right now. Then the next thing I'm going to do is that I will pick the next one at this point. This will be our serve as our counter trend line in our 4 hours time frame. So now immediately I've done that, the first thing I will do, I'll drop to my 1 hour time frame to see what is really printing and going on in this chart. Okay, you can see where we connected this from this particular point to the next touch point and this point, and it's all good, it's all good. So let me start putting on my round up number, just like where I explained that it's going to be a psychological level that will be merging to our trend line to give us a confirmation. So now what will we do now? I will now edit this my horizontal horizontal psychological level to a round up number. Now what will be this round up number? Okay, I'll put it on 4,000. Let me use 4,000. 4,000. Okay. So now after putting it on 1,000, because this gold, we are going to pick it very far. So I will now start putting from 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 4,001, 4,002, and 4,003 to 4,005. So now I will put in 4,400, or let us see 4,002. Okay, so pick another one. This will give us a whole lot of confirmation. Please, having three conference at a row will give you a better movement and better confidence to take a trade. You can see that. So you see where the market is approximately connecting itself to. So here we put on our psychological level again to see what is really going on, and this one is going to be 4,300. 4,300. Good. So now at this down low, I'll put in another one to get a little more movement. I'll put in 4,100 naira. 4,100, sorry. Good. So now that we have plugged everything, once I try to put in my psychological levels on this point which the market has passed, you can see that at that point we see a lot of confirmation which happened around this area. So let me say 500. 500. I'm going to put as much as I can. As much as I can. I see that point. So pick another one. 4,600. This should be the highest I'm going to put on this particular good chart, because not all are useful right now. I'm just going to be picking the most relevant ones. Now what we see at this point now, this is a live chart. We are not doing anything like back testing. We are doing a live chart that will really go far for our lessons and training. Now if I should take a trade from this point in our 1 hour time frame, I will anticipate and let the market come back, because the market has broken this lower low which it dropped there, and you can see another point here with the market is also anticipating to drop up to. But before the market comes, remember, market used to do what we call impulse and correction. So definitely this is the impulse, and I will mark down this point for market to come back around this area for the trade. Let the market come back around that area. So now I'll drop my 15 minutes for a better confirmation, because at this point we are going to be riding the market up, or we might wait for the market to come back and give us a perfect entry. So let's just wait this confirmation. Okay, that's what you have here. Market has been really fighting so hard that's been really fighting so hard. Okay, so this is what we got here. Now, if I should place a trade from this point with what I'm seeing, now the reason why I should do or place any trade around this area is that look at this point now. Look at this point. The market is sitting on a psychological level. You can see that, and the market has only two options. Either it will drop lower or it will go up to that point. But now, looking at this point, you can see what we have around this area. This looks like a two touch from this point to this point. It looks like a double touch, and looking at it, it might give us what we call them pattern. And what are we looking at this point? Since we don't have any trend line passing around that place, and we are expecting the market to push up. Let me try to connect this point. You can see also. So definitely, let me say, shorting this market is going to be a crazy one. It's going to be a crazy one. If I should short this market downward, well, it's going to be a very, very good one too. But you can only risk what you can afford to lose. So because I'm also seeing a very point and a very crazy level at this point, which is this. So the market to take off this low is going to be a crazy one. To be a crazy one, guys. So let's see how the market really goes. I will update you guys with the trade and with everything that will occur on this particular chart right here. So let me go and do another analysis on GU, GBP USD. I will also clean every single chart, or you guys also know the way how I was able to manage to get all this level. I don't think I should clean anything here. So let me just go to my 4 hours time frame to see what the market is really doing. You can see how I have a setup here already. I have setup here. I have my setup here already. You can see what I was expecting. This is the first touch here. Let me do it well. First touch, the second touch from the week. Then looking at this point, the market broke this point. Broke this 4 hours. This yellow one is my 4 hours trend line, which market has been broken. Then you can see this one too, from this point to this second point, and market broke that one too. Now what am I expecting? I'm expecting that the market should come around this area. It might not be this particular zone which I marked here, but if the market can come somewhere here and give me M pattern around here. Why? Because we have this yellow conference, this black conference. What do I mean? This yellow, let me change this one to red. Let me change it to red. So when I'm mentioning color, you know what I'm talking. We have this yellow conference, we have this red conference, and we also have two psychological level at that point. Now the market might not accept to stay in this 3,000, 1.3,004 or 3,004,000, or the other next psychological level very close to him. He might not just decide to do any of that, but to stay within the two just to balance the equation. Now, if you're an SMC trader, you will know that at this point, the market should be able to retrace from this point because of this break up here. So the market is trying to come take it has taken liquidity from this point. So now, if you can also say, okay, market has broken the structure, you will wait or you will buy it up. It's a risk. Risk is a risk, but not over risk. That's the one thing. These are not well confirmed strategy setup. These ones are not confirmed setup, but we can't just place our trade here. You can see I've been waiting for this market to come to that point for long, but it's fine. Let's do other ones. We go to Euro USD, similar like GBP USD. So that's what we are doing. You can see a trade which I placed here. It really kicked out, but I don't think I took that trade. I think I don't. I was offline, but the market really played out. That's like for 8 hours ago, early early or last week. I think so. That was the trade, but I didn't take the trade. Why did I place this one? You can see this is my major trend line, which has stopped, starts from here, stopped here, then started a new journey from this second point to this point. You can see how it happens. So what you need to draw a better trend line strategy is just minimum of 2 points. Then the next third one and the fourth one is where you take your trade. Now, if the market decide to break this point, I will wait for the market to retest it. I wait for the market to retest this point, then come to this place. I might buy it up to here, then sell it down. So that's just it. What we can be able to afford at that point, at that moment. That's just it. Can't do more than that. Can't do more than that. Believe me. So I think this is the end of this video. It's getting longer. I don't need it. Let me go back and see what this trade place is doing. And see what we are doing on my 15 minute. Yeah. So guys, as simple as that. You see, on our 15 minutes, the market might be on profit, but the end of it, if it hits our stop loss or TP, I've also come here and put in the video for you guys. So soon we will open our class back because a lot of things happen which we will discuss soon. But I'm still working on things to make sure things will really work for those of you who want to learn, who has been testing. It's fine. But let me show you one thing here. Let me show you one thing here. Looking at this point, it looks like M pattern. It looks like M pattern as well. From this drop here, here, down, there. So definitely it might be a good setup. So let's stay active and see what really comes out. Our risk is how many pip? We have 22 pip. One thing people do, one mistake they do is that they don't understand how to calculate this good pip. They calculate it like cent without cent calculation. So that's the reason why people usually call like 4,000 pip, 2,000 pip. No, it doesn't work that way. You can see where this stop is showing. You can see the stop. The stop is showing 22.47 pip, while the target is 47.42 pip. You can see the percentage and everything is well calculated there. So don't mistake that again. I will talk more about the pip and calculation soon once I'm ready for it.